over here is actually our regulator volume. It's actually KB in, and this one will be KEP out. So this target is actually 100, and this one is actually 101. So for this, it's actually we will filter in. So once it's done, it's actually, you can see over here again. I think for now, give me a moment. Currently, it's actually reading the PLC is actually still offline. Okay, I think there is something wrong right now. They're still unable to move online. But nonetheless, it's actually this connection is actually need to be key in. So because just now I also missed out this step. So next is actually I will later will show you on the how to use it. I will troubleshoot again right now. So I'll pass back to Mr. Yap first.
Okay, I think we let Kaizen to troubleshoot first. Then so let me fix to this IoT. The IoT. So this IoT is the industrial revolution. After this industrial revolution, so come out this IoT. So, for example, why IoT? Okay. So for industrial first revolution is at maybe 1700 to earlier 1800. So we perform the manual labor. We use a human to perform the task, all by human. So no machines, no computers. So at the second industrial revolution, in the earlier 20th century, we start to use electricity for the factory. That means you can some assembly, some assembly machines, simple machines, to boost up the productivities. Then the third revolution will be 1950. We do have some electronic stuff coming in. Those are technologies, meaning the computers. So computers plus mania. So at the currently, we are in Industrial Revolution 4. So meaning or using digital technology to prevent the stop in the production process, so on and so forth. So this what is this IoT is all about? Basically, we are communicate with the machine in the real time through the internet, and to prevent the productivities or prevent the machines to break down the effective productivity. So in fact, there are a lot of IoT systems even at your house. In the house, you can turn on your refrigerators, you can turn on your TVs, you can turn on your air cons through your mobile or through your mobiles. This is also IoT. Okay. So in industry, we usually need to turn on the motors, machines, as well as some of the assist, or certain assist we need to turn on, certain assist we need to turn it off, etc. So all this data, all this machine data, all this motor information is captured in the data collection. So we accumulate it, we analyze it, judge. So for example, this motor, it ran for 2 years. Motor breakdown. So subsequent motors having the same issues, or maybe 2 years it break down again. So from that, we can have our preventive maintenance. We can buy some motor for spares. Before the 2 years, maybe 1.5 years, we can change the motors. So this is to prevent the factory from stop production. Of course, we will, after we accumulate all this information, we have this preventive maintenance already. So in the next few years, we collect more information from other assets, so on and so forth. Then we have this predictive maintenance. So we can predict which asset the motor will break down easily. So we can predict. So when this motor will break down easily, when is the temperature, etc., etc. So all this preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance are essential. It's a necessary to achieve the production line, which do not stop, and production line which recover quickly, because right now time is money. We can't affect the production lines to stop, etc. So maybe give me some time to check with my colleagues whether the demonstration is already ready for the IoT as well as a previous demonstration. So give me a short while. So sorry. So Kaizen is still working out on the demonstration. So basically on the IoT itself, in this driver, we are able to get the motor feedback speed, meaning the motor run how fast and how slow, and motor feedback position, meaning this motor move which degrees, etc. And of course, the motor drivers and temperatures. This is a bit critical to customers. Because when the motor get heated up, the motor and driver might be spoiled easily. And of course, the audio meters. This audio meters is the accumulated travel distance. So meaning this motor already used for how long, for how many years, etc. And also the trip meters. With this, then I'll pass back to Kaizen for the demonstration again. Sorry for the delay. Kaizen, please.
Okay, so sorry. Okay, just now I had redone the setup again. It's actually right now you can see at the right side is actually the motor. So if let's say I turn on the forward, the forward over here, so it actually should be moving forward. So if let's say I move reverse, it's actually going reverse. So if let's say the Z home, it should be going to Z home. So if let's say the setup is actually having some error, it's actually, I will still advise it's actually go and restart the setup again. Because maybe some of the parts is actually they are not able to transfer in. So other than that, it's actually if let's say I want to take a look at what Mr. Yap just now mentioned. So it's actually, if let's say I want to monitor the position, everything is actually, I will have another one over here. It's actually set up before. So once again, I will go online. So this one is actually done for others. Transfer to controller. So I can pre-write the program that nicely in the PC, save it. So after that, I can run it again. So it's not necessary to save it in the PLC side. So maybe give me a moment to let it download again. Okay, so right now, if let's say I want to monitor, so just now the fix in everything as what I mentioned is actually the command is actually based on the writing that you write. So this one is actually, I want to test out again, it's actually for true and false. It's actually forward, reverse jump. So this one is what I mentioned before. So if let's say I want to monitor the speed, so the speed wise is actually you can see over here. If let's say I shift this forward, so I can see the speed, the position, everything will be changed. But this one is actually in hexadecimal. So before that, I need to set up over here at the right side, display format in decimal. So you can see over here, all in decimal value. So in the case, if let's say I want to run the position to 0 again, so we pause. I will go for Z home. Z home will be the 0 position. So the command position and the feedback position over here will become 0. So this is the absolute 0. So if let's say currently there's a few of it, like the assignable monitor. So this is actually, we can change the information. So in the operating manual, it's actually on page 113. It's actually the factory default is actually having this 4 of it, which is the driver temperature, motor temperature, cumulative load monitor, trip meter. But just in the case that I don't want the cumulative load monitor, how do I change it? So these values are assignable. So it's actually page 126. So this under monitor command is actually you can monitor anything that you want based on the 4 assignable. So currently, if let's say I want to change this value, so I want the driver temperature, motor temperature, odometer, trip meter. So it's 124, 125, 126, 127. So where do I change it? So the same thing under MEXC02, I will be going to the communication and IS. So over here you can see that assemble monitor address 0, 1, 2, and 3. So in factory default is actually blue color. So I have changed the number 2 to 126. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is the same as the operating manual. 2, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So with this is actually, I want to double confirm it's actually correct or not. So in the MEXC, it's actually you can see the status monitor. So right now, if let's say my odometer is actually 0.8, but it's actually my display is 8. So you can see over here, it's actually 8. So why? Because it's actually PLC not able to put in decimal place. So it's actually, you need to divide by 10. So it's actually 0.8. So it's actually not able to put a decimal point. So it's actually, you will need to put it by your side. And it's actually, display is actually 10,000 revolution. So if let's say you want to put it as 8,000 revolution, so you just multiply by 100. So that is the value that will be shown. So if let's say I want to monitor other information, it's actually you can change again. So it's actually, this is what we call IoT. So I will pass back to Mr. Yap again.
Thank you, Mr. Kai Xian. But sorry for some of this demonstration, some errors on the PLC. So hopefully you all have understand the demonstration. So you can ask questions to the Q&A section, Q&A chat box as well. So I think just now Mr. Kai Xian already demonstrated the motor feedback, speed, positions, driver temperatures, and how to change the drivers and PLC setting using our operating menus, etc. So in conclusion, the AZ is equipped with the necessary IoT information for the IoTs. So after you obtain this IoT information, okay, so usually we will keep all the data to analyze. So this is basically for the preventive and predictive maintenance purpose. Okay. So do send me an email or to send me email to sales@orientalmotor.com.sg or later on after this webinar, then maybe we will discuss in detail. So next I'll talk about the product search information. That's how we already mentioned the online webinars and our products, what our product can do. And if you want to know more details on our each products, where to get information. Okay, so you go to our website, www.oinomoto.com.sg. So there's a product information here. So this product information, after you click here, there's a now drop down. These are highlighted products. These highlighted products will lead you to the main highlights of products that we have in Oriental Motors. Also, we do have AC motors, speed control motors, stepping motors, linear actuators, cooling fans, etc. So this is all our categories of highlighted products. So after you click inside on the stepping motors, for example, you will see two-phase stepping motors and AZ series of stepping motors. So once you click into AZ motors, for example, you want to choose the AZ motor, you'll see one whole list of motors, basic steps, holding top, drivers, or power supply, etc. So for example, you click into one of the models. So you click into AZD-CX, for example, it will lead to you to our main product page. This page which tell you a product lead time. Because this is our highlighted product, and you will tell the lead time is 3 working days. FOB Singapore, within Singapore itself, is 3 days. So, for example, for those not our highlighted product, for example, if you order to us, we are only to order for OM Japan. So Japan will take about 29 working days because the shipment is by boat or by ship. So it comes here, it take about 1 month. So the lead time is a little bit longer. So if you select our highlighted products, we do keep some of our stocks in Singapore to support our customers. Okay. So of course, besides the product, and there are many information. So for example, the control circuits, ER certification, CE certifications, operating manuals, CAD data are ready for you to download as well. Of course, you will need to register one of the account with us. It's just just key the simple company information, names, email, etc. Then you can have all this information on hand easily. So of course, this webinar is not the end. So we do support you throughout every day. So if you have want to contact us, for example. So how to contact us? So one thing is that you can go to our website, www.oinomoto.com.sg. We have this live chat. I think a lot of our Southeast Asia customers like to use this live chat to communicate with us. Basically, it's communicate with me lah. On the other hand, there is also a WhatsApp. So our number for Singapore customers will be 9187-1994. This is our Southeast Asia customers. They will use this one to chat with us. And for those customers in Malaysia, you can use this WhatsApp. My Malaysia colleagues, I think if located in KL, they will communicate with you at the same time. Of course, you can send us email to sales@oinomoto.com.sg. My colleagues will reply you in a short while, as well as on Malaysia side. It also have your sales email. You also can send the email to them. And lastly, we come to our questions and answer. Do you have any questions to ask during throughout this whole webinar? So for those who have questions, you can stay back to ask us through the Q&A chat box. Okay. So for those without any questions, you may fill in the survey forms. So the survey form will appear when you click leave this meeting. Survey form will appear in the browser when you click leave. So inside this survey form, there are 5 simple multiple choice questions. So it may take maybe a few seconds to complete. Just click onto it. After that, submit to us. Submit to us. So we need your valuable feedbacks. So in order to improve our setup, improve our webinar content, so on and so forth. Okay. So thank you for attending. So if you have questions, feel free to stay back and type in your questions in the Q&A chat box. Maybe you can type in from now, or we can answer accordingly. We will try our best to answer you. If we are unable to answer, maybe we will answer to you by emails. Do drop us an email. sales@orientalmoto.com.sg, or you can email directly to me. My email is siongchye@orientalmoto.com.sg. You can email to me directly also can. Right.